Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, race, sim and RC fans, Racing 393. So this is part, I think, where are we at now? My prep, part 4? I think it's part 4. So I've had 2 race meetings and there's a video regarding my second club meeting, if you like, at Eastbourne. And improvements are being made. So all good. Some good feedback. Some advice again comes in from YouTube. It's muchly appreciated. Lewis and Drift Grace tend to be the instigators there. Yeah, it's all definitely taken on board, and you know, again, thanks very much. So this video is about a slight upgrade, which, again, these little things, in the big scheme of things, may not make a massive difference to me personally at the moment, but we're heading in the right direction. Now, in the last race meeting, I had a problem with the servo saver, which is explained in the video, so I won't go into too much detail. However, it was just the fact of how I eventually put it all back together. I knew it wasn't right. It didn't seem right. It wasn't right. It was fixed. I bought another servo saver to fit the Core RC servo that I've got. And I think it's that 26 teeth, the little the spur that's on that. And in between, or before that meeting, I purchased, which I'm just about to show you here, I purchased a Sanwa servo, much smaller, lighter, recommended for I use this in hyphens, all the top guys use. So why have I got it? I'm hoping to improve eventually. Yeah, so I've got one of these. This the only reason is it's a quicker servo, I guess. It's more programmable if you need it programmable. Maybe it'd be more accurate. But with this, I don't know whether it's needed, but every time I read about the advert, it mentioned it, so I bought it. Even though I know what it does, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. Who knows? Bit of plug and play. Also bought the multi-setting gear, which is for the Sanwa. It's for the servo, isn't it? So we've got that. But in the meantime, what I did, like I said, I spoke to Schumacher because I needed a servo saver for this servo. Now, the one I wanted wasn't and isn't in stock. So this is where servo there is a 23 toothed gear. So I've just bought a 23 tooth servo saver. It's exactly like I've got on the car now, but it's just with a smaller gear insert, spur. I don't know what you want to call that. In my wisdom, I bought another one. It's cheap. I don't know why I bought that. I think it's because in case I wanted to do one myself, or just a spare. So I've got 2 spare for the Core RC servo, and now what I may have, I don't know. They should fit. We'll find out in a minute. But amongst that, I'm pretty sure I did read somewhere that there's something else needed with this servo to fit it to the chassis, and I was thinking of servo mount, and then someone in the comments mentioned that you need another item, which I thought, oh, that was it. I was trying to find out by some research about what I needed, and it's one of these. So this is just a Sanwa servo spacer. Well, I don't know yet. I have read a bit about this. I think it's so you can position the servo a lot easier in the chassis. Am I right in that? I'll find out in a minute. But this video is going to be the installation of this with the servo saver, putting it on the car and seeing the difference, if there is. I'm not saying, well, when I just turn the wheel on the transmitter, is it going to look a lot different to what's currently on there? Or it's absolutely no difference at all, and Bob's your uncle. I don't know, I ran out of words then. Right, so I noticed in my videos that I do a lot of because I don't really know what to say. I do try to keep that to a minimum because I try to edit those out, and it's not until you start listening to it and you realise how many I make. It takes ages. Anyway, let me get my car in front of the camera. I'll get my transmitter on and just show you currently what it's, I mean, those that know is going to know anyway, aren't they? But I'll show you what the steering is like now. Then I'm going to recenter the servo. I'm pretty sure I've already done that, but I'm going to recenter that servo, the Sanwa, and then we'll go around, we'll put the servo saver on, and then we'll install the spacers and hopefully put it in the chassis, and then do the turning again to see if you notice by sound, or because it's fairly familiar, I've just done the other one, is it any different? So let me just get the car sorted and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a battery just quickly plugged in. This is currently how it was. So this is the Core RC normal servo, if you like, just one I've been using. It works fine, but this is how it sort of, you can sort of see how quick that is. I'll just move the car so it doesn't hit the base there. I think it feels a little bit delayed. What do I know? But anyway, so if you remember that. And then when we get round to fitting the other servo, if we get that far, you know what it's like, we'll try that again. Okay, servo's in, easy fix. I haven't used the program box, so let me just show you the servo with the transmitter now. So it seems a lot quicker, I have to say. Let me just turn things off. So I didn't use the program, the multi-setting gear. I haven't even plugged that in. And I've literally just sort of put the servo in, square, back on the car as it was. Bob's your uncle. Now, this is where people can help me now. So do I need to do anything else? Is there, apart from the normal settings within my Sanwa, making sure it's not, you know, turning too much, it's tracking straight, the usual stuff which I will do. Do I need to use the multi-second, oh, I can't even say it. If I can't say it, don't use. Do I need to use the multi-setting gear? I know things can be changed and programmed, I get that, but I'll probably, to be honest with you, don't really know what I'm doing on it. And can you let me know what, perhaps, do any of you use it? I mean, what's it for? What's a benefit? What if you do use it, what do you use it for? If it's, ideally, if you say to me, just leave it, the servo as its stock settings, that will suit me fine for now. I'll read into what I need to do and see if anything on the setting box helps me. But yeah, so we've got that in. The servo horn fits. It's exactly like the other one that came off, to be honest. So, you know, there's the old servo. So I'll keep that as a spare in case anything ever does happen. And the one that's in there is a lot smaller. So I guess the car must now weigh, I don't suppose it really matters at the minute, but I don't suppose it will get much lighter than what it is. Anyway, right, so where we're at now. So to sort of summarise, we've got everything in the car now that we need. Now the next sticking point is when I'm next going to use it, because the next Eastbourne indoor meeting is on the 12th of March, I think, if I've got that date right. If I haven't, then I'll check, but I think it's the 12th of March. I'm working all day on the 11th, and it's a lot. I say it's a long day. It'll probably be, you know, 6:30 in the morning till 6:30, 7 in the evening, or later. Although it's not a million miles away where I do work from where I live, it's about 40 minutes, it's not the end of the world. The thought of getting up at stupid o'clock the next day and going all the way down Eastbourne, I don't know if I can do it. I'll have to see. I haven't booked in. I should do it, I'll be honest with you. I sort of need to do it to continue with this progress. It's sort of one of those I have to do things. If I don't do it, I'll be a little bit disappointed with myself. Yeah, I'll see. But that's the kind of next sort of sticking point. Now, as regarding the car, the rest of the sort of prep, I think the front wheels and tyres are fine. Although those are a little bit wonky, but they did all right. The backs are probably knackered, but they improved. I can turn some other rear tyres down, so that's what I might do and use these and carry on as I was. Now, the other thing was the handling. Someone said the chassis might be tweaked, so I need to perhaps check the sort of the back or put it on the twig station again. It's got to go through the setup. I'll probably do that. I don't know if I'll do that on camera or not. I might do if I find anything. And then as far as the body shell, well, the body shell's completely knackered. It's got a split there now, look. Everyone has mentioned aero. I'll be honest with you, it probably could. Maybe a lot of the problems, some of the problems could be the shell, couldn't it? I don't know, but I don't think I'm going to change the shell. I'll just put a sticker over that crack. You know, the plan would be to go to the next meeting and make more improvements, wouldn't it? So, you know, the further away you are from a potential pace, the bigger increments you're going to make. You're going to make massive strides. And then by the time you get to a point, maybe your level or the level, the increments are really, really tiny, aren't they? So to find 3 or 4 seconds is probably a piece of cake. Once you get a piece of cake, but once you start getting to sort of like, you know, half a second in this case, and that's a lot, isn't it? Half a second, and you come down below that, you want to find half a second, then 4/10, 3/10, and then you want to be consistently 2/10. You are then talking finite amounts, and that's difficult. Yeah, I should make an effort to get to this next race meeting, but I haven't done anything yet, so there's nothing planned. Anyway, that's enough for me. My battery on this GoPro's going flat. They're crap, these GoPro batteries. I don't know what to do about these. And this is a long life one. It's already down to, it started off at 74%. It's now down to 39. Rubbish. It doesn't last long at all. What are you doing, GoPro? The camera's good. The batteries are shockingly crap. Right. That's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feedback. Give me some input. What would you do? The servo is set bog standard in the middle. Once I've tracked it up, I can track it up and move the servo a little bit. It's done up reasonably tight. I can then sort the wiring out maybe and then go from there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Something actually worked for once. Unless I've done something wrong, let me know. Look forward to your feedback. As always, thanks for watching and bye for now.